EMS coordinator.
For Midland City?
For Midland City Rescue, yes.
Okay. You said how many calls, you were going to get them out of your vehicle, I don't know if you had time
Yes.
yet. How many calls have y'all had and responded to this calendar year?
This calendar year?
Or do y'all run it on fiscal year, October?
We do calendar year.
Okay.
I can give you a rough total real quick. Somewhere around 120 to 125 calls this year so far that we have covered. There's probably been a total of about 200 calls that have come in, so that shows you approximately how many we've missed. Since I've been there since May, we've covered more than 80% of our calls since I've been there.
All right. Where do most of your calls come from?
Most of the calls are called into the dispatch center there at Midland City. They're not called through 911. Police officers there in Midland City, if anybody wants the number, they give them out the number so they can call direct to the dispatch instead of having to call 911 or whatever, so they can get us locally.
So do y'all run just the city limits of Midland City, or do you cover other areas now?
We mainly cover Midland City, but we have been covering some of Napier Field also.
So like you said earlier, y'all handled 29 calls this month.
Correct.
And y'all responded to 21 of the 29 calls.
Correct.
All right, now, are those through Midland City Dispatch or through 901?
Most of them are through Midland City Dispatch, yes.
All right, so the people that y'all respond to are calling directly, and y'all had 29
Correct.
of those calls that called directly to Midland City.
Correct.
Okay. You spoke last night on WDHN and about the 15-year-old, and then it was addressed today.
Right.
That y'all were not actually dispatched by Midland City, but Ozark-Dale County E911 did pass the call through where an ambulance was requested, but they said they couldn't get a crew.
We were not notified to see if we had a crew or anything. Nothing was brought to us from dispatch. We were never called out on the radio. We were never sent out on the paging system. So if we had a crew, we don't know because we were never dispatched. So we have no idea.
And you responded, right, yourself?
No, I did not. One of our ECPs, emergency care providers, which is our first responders, he did respond on his own. And he went on his POB, and he was the one that was working with the Dale County deputy to revive the young man.
Do you know how he got the call?
He heard it coming across the radio to Midland City PD, so he went ahead and self-dispatched himself to it.
Okay, but no, he didn't make any provisions for the ambulance at that time. He just responded on it.
Correct. When he arrived on scene, they told him that an ambulance had already been dispatched, so he didn't request anybody else to show up.
Okay, but you're telling me y'all had 29 calls this month. The 911 records won't reflect that total.
Correct.
Because a lot of people call directly to Midland City.
Correct. They call the regular number for the police station, yes.
Okay. And that encompasses where on those calls?
I don't understand the question.
What area? City limits of Midland City?
Correct. City limits of Midland City. Mainly within the city limits of Midland City or right on the outskirts of Midland City.
Okay. Now, South-Dale EMS, y'all are going to swap to South-Dale EMS on this new coalition and corporation. How many ambulances y'all plan on operating?
Right now, 2. We're looking to possibly go for a 3rd ambulance later down the road.
Yes, sir.
Right now, 2.
Now, have y'all already met with Ozark-Dale?
Talked to Ms. Simmons about that. We've also talked to Forestry about that. So everything's been being set up for that.
Thank you.
Yep. You're welcome.
You also have some audio of the second call, not a 911 call, but the second call, where the phone call came back to Midland City and said, y'all have an ambulance available? They said no.
Well, first of all, the call was given we received the first call at 7:14 from Coach Moore that the student was having difficulty breathing, and we transferred it to Midland City. We stayed on the phone. There was no EMD that was provided. We released the call after the Midland City dispatcher said that they would get someone en route. At 7:16, Coach Moore called back and said the student was not breathing. We called your dispatch again. She said, I do not have a crew. That's when we made a decision. We called Pilcher's ambulance, and because your dispatch said that they did not have anyone to respond, that's when we made the decision to call Ozark EMS. So your dispatch was given the opportunity. So
I
we're,
was given wrong information, because I was told that they were never even contacted. The only
Okay.
time they were contacted was to request for the police department to show up.
yeah, actually, your dispatch requested that our county show up because they did not have a police officer to send.
Okay? That's the only part I was told about.
Yes, sir, that was inaccurate. That was not good information that was released last night to the news.
How many volunteers do y'all have set up to operate this?
Right now, we have 6 volunteers, we have 3 medics and 3 EMTs and 3 drivers. We are in the process of recruiting more.